How's it going, everybody? Goldhead here, and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be entry 28 of my Assassin's Creed Valhalla walkthrough guide, and in this entry we are going to be starting the Arc Suthsexe. So picking up where we left off, we have completed the Lincolnshire Arc. We've handed that back into Ranvi, and we are ready to start our next arc, which is going to be Suthsexe, and that is where we are going to go help Sigurd.
I want to see the Alliance map. My mind is fixed on Sussex. Basim and I have a chance to save Sigurd, but we will need an army.
That is for you to decide. The more alliances you have, the better your chances at victory.
I will go now, and I will bring Sigurd back with me. That is a promise.
Good. I will send word to our allies at once. Meet with Basim when you can. He should be in Croydon by now.
Our first mission for this arc is going to be Reaver of the South. It is going to be located in the Southland of Wessex. Here is the location on your map. We're going to go ahead and cut out all that traveling scene so we don't have to sit and watch that. Here is the location at your map, and when you arrive, it will look a little something like this. Our first objective is going to be find and speak to Basim. He is going to be in the longhouse right here. Here is the overlay view of the land, and we are ready to go start our dialogue.
The whole waterfront up in flames.
That side. You wouldn't be the first man to fall asleep on watch, but you would be the loudest.
I did not mean to fail you, Guthrum Jarl. It was only for a moment. I was so tired.
As are we all, boy. We marched hard to get here. Still, let's not disappoint me again. You hear?
My Jarl, I'm sorry.
You must be Eivor. I've heard much of you, young one. They say you're something. We'll see.
Guthrum Jarl, Saxon Bane and Reaver of the South. I am honored to meet you at last.
Respect where it's due. I like that. Here's hoping you fight as smoothly as you talk.
Eivor hopes to rescue Sigurd from the madwoman Fulke, now ensconced in Porchester Fortress. If you wish to crown yourself King of Wessex, Porchester must fall. An alliance here serves us both.
You promised a great army, but you couldn't breach a Crone's Garden with what you have assembled here.
This is not the sum of my forces. Where are the rest?
Your allies are on their way. We must be patient.
We cannot wait for them. We march as soon as we are able.
With these numbers, are you keen to see Valhalla today?
I'll not sit on my heels while Sigurd rots in that she-dog's care.
We might muster for an attack in the woods east of Porchester. But there are scouts between there and here.
Scouts I can manage. Point me at them and I will blind Fulke's eyes.
One walks the road between Briggsworth and Chichester. Another on the riverbank north of Crowley. A third keeps watch on the hills south of Croydon. But I warn you, these are all we know of. There may be more.
A risk we must take. I will find the scouts. You move the men into position near Porchester.
That is a rash gamble, Ravenfield. If we are spotted, we will be vulnerable.
If you want victory, come now or not at all. Every hour we waste could be Sigurd's last.
You had better be all they promised.
Our next objective now is going to be killing all of the scouts. There is going to be 3 in total. They will give us our location on the map. Here are all 3. We're going to go ahead and start taking all of these out. Here is the first one I am going to start. The first one has died due to wolves, and here is the overlay real quick. Once we get there, he's going to be dead, but we are going to have to fight a wolf pack, and then we can examine his body, and we are ready to move on.
It's close. Did someone fight the scout before me? Slain by wolves. My work has been done for me.
Next up, if we head south, we will find our next scout. Here is the location on your map. They are going to be standing by a riverbed. I'm going to go ahead and ambush them. The lay of the land will look like this. I'm going to go ahead and give you an overlay view real quick, and we are ready to do our ambush.
A scout patrols the riverbank north of Crowley. Focus scout. Right where Basim said he would be.
You breathe your last. I'll have to try that myself.
For our third and last scout, he is going to be next to a raiding area. I do give fair warning here. This one will run away from you into the raiding area for protection. So you want to make sure that you get his kill real quick and do that assassination and get out.
Be my eyes. Scout.
Feed the worms!
Try to flank!
Bassam and Guthrum will be waiting in the woods east of Porchester.
Now that we have taken care of those 3 scouts, we are ready to go find and speak to Bassam. They will give a location on the map and it will be right here. So we're going to go ahead and fast travel to that location, cutting out all that traveling. Once we get here, it will look like this, and we are ready to start our cutscene.
The scouts are dead, and you're safely encamped. I told you this would work.
Time will tell.
Any eye that saw you has been dimmed by death.
You are not short on confidence. That much is clear.
I found something of interest on one of the scouts. Fulke has news of Croydon's fall. She's gathering men and supplies, perhaps to weather a siege.
If she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, it might be months before we can get Sigurd out.
Do you still say I am reckless in my haste, Guthrum?
Saxons! Saxons from the west!
I say your haste has put us squarely in the shit.
Fulke was forewarned. There must have been more scouts than we knew of.
What's done is done. Save your breath for the fight.
I'll stage your welcome.
Eivor, this mess is of your making!
Kill them here, or behind the walls of Porchester. Either way they die.
That's the way, Eivor! And for Odin!
They're giving ground. Push them back.
Press hard!
The Saxons falter.
Run them down! Trample them into the mud! You're mine! Strike with me! Fear got your back, dog. Fall back, you dogs! Back to Porchester!
They flee like rabbits.
Then we chase them like hounds.
That ugly bastard's head is mine! Not if I get there first, slow arse!
Leave him! The day's already won! No!
Cut you
Death has found you, Saxon!
Join your friends soon enough. Is it for that withered bag of skin you fight? For Sigurd the Sickly?
If Sigurd dies today, I will find your corpse and piss on it!
You bear your false deities like a plague to this land. But you know nothing of those who truly decide our fate.
I decide your fate today, Saxon.
I am ready for my final journey. Let me see what lies beyond.
When you see your god, tell him I sent you.
He is dead, Eivor. No breath within him.
You are wounded, brother. Let me bear your brother to the camp.
He was always quicker than me.
Reckless stripling! I warned you the risk was too great!
Peace, Guthrum. It is Fulke who merits your wrath, not Eivor.
You have not seen the half of my wrath. How many of my men now lie dead on account of this glory hoarder?
You knew the danger as well as I did, Guthrum. You saw opportunity, and you took it.
Indeed. The fault is none but mine for putting my trust in you.
What happened here? Uba, Soma, you come at a black hour.
And too late to bloody our blades. Most a pity.
I hope to take Porchester with this one, but Folk is forewarned now. I have no more appetite for this. I will go west.
Go then. But know you leave me in a time of need.
What you need is to swallow your pride, raven feeder. Listen to wiser heads than yours.
Eivor?
I will hear you, Guthrum Saxon Bane, if you wish to speak your piece.
You want your Jarl back? You must be cold as frost. Bravery is your enemy as often as your friend. We do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift, gather your allies, pick your moment. Then, and only then, you crush them. You can triumph yet. Go with the wisdom of Odin, the power of Thor, the wit of Freya. Go and find your brother.
Guthrum spoke in anger, but there is wisdom in what he says.
I heard and heeded. I'm not too proud to admit my mistake.
Then there is wisdom in you as well.
We will wait for our allies before the final attack. Until then, we have work to do. First, we need a new camp. The Saxons think we have retreated, but we will draw even closer. Here.
Arrive unexpected.
Erke, Stowe. Right there ahead of me. Together we'll bring them down.
It brings me no pleasure to fight my own people. But a debt is a debt. We will leave immediately.
Besides, they're men of Wessex, Alfred's folk. No brothers of yours.
After that, we should strike at Fulke's supplies all across Sussex.
Yes. If she is allowed to dig in at Portchester, we will lose our chance to rescue Sigurd.
The letter I found on the scout mentioned Bridgeworth, Guildeford, and Crowley.
They produce weapons in Crowley, food in Guildeford. Bridgeworth is a stronghold. Many Saxon swords there.
Uber, I need your axe arm at Guildeford. Soma, you and your men will aid me in Crowley.
Count on us.
I will go to Bridgeworth and take a measure of things there.
Good. I'll join you after I've dealt with the Saxon camp.
A lion's heart and a crow's cunning. Guthrum judged you too swiftly.
We have work to do. Let's be about it.
Soma and Uber, I apologize. I would have liked to offer better weapons.
Next up in our missions, we are going to be doing Arrive Unexpected. Here is the location on our map. Our objective is to regroup with Stowe. We are going to go ahead and cut out all that traveling. Once you arrive, it will look like this. They will be hiding behind some trees, and we will get some dialogue here with a choice. The choice is up to you how you want to handle this camp, but I recommend letting him do his speech real quick. That way some of the guards will run off and you don't have to fight them all, but regardless, you will have to fight here.
Stowe, ready to attack.
I have reservations.
Sparrowheart has reservations.
Though Mercia wars often with Wessex, these people are Christians. Perhaps I can talk to them to avert more bloodshed.
You know the people of this isle better than I, Stowe. I trust you.
Thank you, Eivor. I will do what I can. Brave soldiers, my name is Stowe, Reeve of London, and this Dane at my side is Reeve Erke. He is my partner in London. Together we see that justice is done. But more, he is my friend. In London we live in harmony with the Danes. So could you. But your king does not share our philosophy. Alfred bleeds his land dry. Works you all to the bone for a needless war. Now he wants you to die for it. So I beg you, in God's name, walk away from this camp. I will find you new and worthy employment in London. You are good men, and true. I would not want this day to be your last.
This one's right. The Danes are here to stay, like it or not. What good's dying now?
Don't be a lackwit! Soon as you drop your swords, they'll murder us! That's no heathen talking, he's a Saxon. I, for one, believe him.
Come on, lads. It's a new life in London for us. Better that than dying here in the mud.
We'll deal with you traitors later. The rest of you, attack!
Brave try, friend. But now we do things my way. When words fail, iron speaks loudest.
British singing.
Take the fight to the enemy! You're 1-2, bro.
now, I must see about destroying Fulke's supplies.
Now that we have completed Arrive Unexpected, we will get 3 new missions here, which we are going to be picking up in the next entry. But those missions are going to be Let Them Eat Ashes, Scorched Earth, and Serving the Limes. And I'm going to be taking care of those in the next entry. So that is going to be wrapping up entry 28. As always, I hope this walkthrough guide has been super helpful. If it has been, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions at any time, feel free to drop a comment down below, or you can hit me up personally on my Instagram. The link is in the description box, and I will see you guys next time. Goldhat, signing off.